Hi guys, it's Ron here with Big Bite Legends. We are up here today at the northwest angle, way back in Monument Bay. We're gonna try catch some muskie off of the rocks. They've moved from the weeds over here. We're gonna try over there a little later. During the day, they'll come in a little deeper, go up against the rocks, go up against some sand, and then they'll follow back later at night and hang out in the weeds and things of that nature. So we're gonna try it out. Today I'm fishing with my Tackle Industries 7'6" extra heavy rod with my 100-pound test braided line and my Daiwa ProRex 400 7-to-1 ratio. A little tip, guys: spend the money on the reel. The rod isn't super important. You know, the reel is the most expensive part, and that's what's going to get you out there, get the long casts, because they call the muskie the fish of 10,000 casts, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what it is, right? You're pretty fortunate to catch one, but they are in abundance up here, and we're going to go after them. We had good luck last weekend. We landed a 39, had a couple follows. We're going to see if we can get one today. It's a beautiful day out here. A lot of people are scared of the northwest angle for some reason. I spent my whole childhood living, in northern Minnesota, and always fished Warroad, Buffalo Bay, on the Manitoba side, right on Lake of the Woods. And I didn't introduce myself to the northwest angle until 2 years ago. And once I came, I haven't fished anywhere else because it's the land of fish wherever you want. You're hardly ever going to see anybody. If you do, you're lucky. The water is so big out here. It's never rough because there's so many islands. It's beautiful. It's peaceful. It's quiet. And I just love it up here. You know, a lot of people are scared of the road. They're scared of the, some people say the bugs. I don't know whatever about that. There's bugs everywhere. A lot of people are scared of rocks. You know, guys, if you have a decent graph, every single rock, if you got the good chip, every rock is pretty much marked. If it's not, you buy the big map. They sell them at all the resorts. And the first thing I did, I spent a whole weekend going around, because on that map, there's an asterisk where the rocks are. I spent the whole weekend marking them on my graph, every single one where I knew I was going to go, because it's not worth it. You wreck a lower unit, you know, then you're down for a month, and if you can get parts, it's just not worth it to me. Spend the time, mark the rocks. You're only here for a week, maybe get a guide. But a lot of people are scared of hitting rocks. Some people have. I never have. Maybe I'm a little more cautious than everybody else, but once you get the hang of it, it's, you have to use your head. Rocks are close to shore. Some rocks are out in the middle. They're all marked, guys. If they're not, get the map and look before you make your venture. And, just pay attention, right? So let's get to some fishing today. I'm just going to start with this. It's a little 8-inch swim bait. We're going to try this out. We might go to a whopper plopper later. We might do just a regular spinner bait. And we're just going to see what happens. So let's go. You know, another thing to mention up here, guys, why I love it so much is because I can fish muskie, up by the weeds. I can fish northern pike right off the weeds in the same spot, just switch baits, use the same bait. You're going to catch northerns, northern pike, big ones. We've got 42s, 40s up here. Off the other side of the boat, you send a jig down with a plastic, anything, you'll get a walleye. You want to cast a shad rap up against the rocks right over here, you're going to catch smallmouth bass. You're going to catch perch. You're going to catch rock bass. You are going to catch sauger, walleye. I mean, it's all here, guys, and it's an unbelievable place. I just think that a lot of people are missing out. All right, guys, as you can see, we're just up against the rocks here, and there's a few little weeds out there. There's a weed bed here, another little rock over here. We're just gonna cast this little spinner bait. Well, it's not so little. Little spinner bait out there and see if we can't snag one. Another swim bait. It's been banged off the rocks a few times, so it's a little beat up, but you know what? It'll still catch them. We should be able to tag onto a smallmouth here, casting up against the rocks. I've caught more smallmouth bass on here. On this 2.5-inch little perch shad wrap. It's been unbelievable. I just love it up here. See what we can do. There we go. That's not what we wanted. A little northern. It's not what we're looking for at all. Anybody's wondering, I'm using a St. Croix Big Water medium fast action Legend Tournament walleye rod. I love it. Super light, super sensitive. It's the lightest rod I've ever used. I see these new rods at Cast King and Trica. I'd like to try a Trica. They're supposed to be good, but it's pretty hard to beat these St. Croix tournament series. I really like them. There we go. Another northern, bigger than the last one. Unfortunately, wrong species. Okay, let's see if we can get a smallmouth here. I gotta bang it up against the rocks for a think. Something swiped at it. Yep. Holy cow, that's a good walleye. Let me get the net for that one. It's a good walleye, guys. Real nice. Real nice walleye. Real nice walleye. Pretty color. Go measure him up before we let him go. $20.5. Beaut. I like those all day long. Up here, there she goes. At Ontario, we're fishing, obviously. Now, I'm a non-resident, so I can only keep 2, and it's got to be 16.9 inches or smaller. And fun fact, I don't eat fish anyway, but it is my favorite thing to do, ever. So, that's what we're doing. Catching walleyes and northerns, I guess. And I still need to get my smallmouth. I got a good spot just around the corner here for smallmouth. We'll go there in a little bit. And we'll get back to musky fishing. That was a nice walleye, just sitting here in about 6 feet of water. Real murky, right against the weeds. I knew there'd be northerns in there, but I think there'd be a 21 inch walleye. It's a nice fish. There's another one. I think we got our smallmouth. No, another walleye. Feisty little guy. Just a little one. These things love these perch shad wraps. Just cast it out there, and just another one. Fun to catch though. There's a good fish. That's got to be a smallmouth right off the front. He's a feisty guy. Yeah, he's a smallie. That's a nice one too. It's a nice one. Barely had him hooked. Boy, he put up a fight though. There we go. Smallmouth. Love him. Fighter. This one's got battle scars and everything. Beautiful fish. Get him back in. There he goes. Good. Caught him right under the boat. I saw him on the scope too. Stacked up in these rocks. My big motor is up in the air, but the back of the boat is probably only 1.5 feet away from hitting rocks, which is fine. If anybody's wondering what kind of graphs I got, I've got a Humminbird Explorer 12 at the helm, and I've got the Gen 2 Live scope. I've got a Humminbird, an old Helix 12 up front right here. And that's it. And then I got my Minn Kota Altera up front. And that's it. Nothing crazy. I figured that was another fish. Out here. Tiny little walleye he got off. Good.